Hello there. Welcome to Europe.
And we are underway here in the Nürburgring. There's a Ferrari there off in the background already, but our pole sitter has gotten a fantastic start already. He's got Dom trying to come around the outside, but it's not going to work there. On board with Ben at the moment. He's coming under pressure from cars behind. There's a view from Zomba. He's got a great view of the chaos going on in the midfield right now as he battles up to 11th place. Troy and Mark, the two Toyota teammates, they're very close to each other, but here's one of the Jaguars trying to get past Mark, and Zombo also trying to get past the Jaguar. Very awkward situation there with Zombo going around the outside. Now down into the final chicane we go. Zombo's making another move on the Toyota, see if he can get past, and that's Mark going off onto the rumble strips, and that's also the Jaguar going off and spinning and manages to catch the car. Good save there. Now he's going to try and go for a move into turn one. This is on, I believe, Rokas, and that is a good move into turn one there. Zomba making steady progress so far, but spins around the final chicane, trying to overtake the Sauber of James Hammond. And now this is the Toyota of, I believe that's Mark, off at the Schumacher S. This is a bit of a hot spot this weekend for spinning. Zombo now trying to make a little bit of a comeback, and he's on the back of Dominic. And into the last corner he goes. Fairly simple overtake by the Ferrari. This is the view from the other Renault of Yuri into turn one, locks the rear tyres and loops it round. Here's a view from Dominic's rear wing as he's falling under pressure from the BAR of Smith, who looks to be the faster driver at the moment, but not more consistent as he spins off into the gravel, and that's going in the wall, and he's lost both his rear and front wings. He's going to have to drag that BAR back to the pits and follow a lengthy pit stop. James is going fairly decently in this race, up to 6th, now putting Troy Robles under pressure as they come exiting the hairpin up to the Schumacher S, and Troy lets him pass. Here's Zomba just minding his business, and there's across the anti-cuts, and oh, can he keep it away from everyone else? He can, he did well there. And we see Dominic Constant coming in for his first pit stop, and in the meantime this is Stepnicker going into turn one and also spinning it round. Dominic taking it rather tentatively into the Schumacher S and witnesses the Jaguar in front of him spinning off into the wall and knocking off his front wing. I believe that's Stepnicker, I think, in that Jaguar. Henry Langdon now coming into turn one, and he's going to do what Stepnicker and Yuri have done into turn one. Your race leader, Stavelink, has been rather dominant so far and comes into the pits. And Ben follows in behind and is going to have to, unfortunately, wait for Raymond to leave. Dominic, after his pit stop, now just navigating traffic at this point. Troy not really putting up too much of a fight as we head into the last corner, but then gets a nice exit as Dom goes deep, and he can actually hold on to this position if he does well enough, but Dom has the better line and gets past. This is Ben coming out just behind Dominic. Smith now recovering fairly well as they head into the chicane and overtakes Mark Whitman, putting himself up into 13th. James is going fantastically well at the moment, up 2nd. And this is a view from Adam, who just about gets ahead of the Sauber into turn one. And Adam is up to 5th place now. Stepniker's not had a great race so far and spins again, coming out of turn 2, and has got a bit of traffic behind him. And Troy's going to try and go for an overtake, but spins the Jaguar around. And oh my lord, that's Zomba who's just smashed into the pair of them. And Troy is out of this race, so is Zombor. But somehow the Jaguar carries on. Dominic's been struggling with pace all day today and makes an error there into turn 5 and just about keeps any damage off that Ferrari. This battle between Adam and James is just continuing throughout this race now as I head into the hairpin. And into the last chicane we go, and James bumped the BAR a little bit. And yet this battle still continues as Adam gets a really poor exit there. And James is definitely going to want to fight this one as they head down to the hairpin. Who's going to be last on the brakes? And James gets very, very well on the brakes there and moves up into 4th. This is one of the Renaults going for a spin, and that's Yuri who smashes straight into the wall. Very, very poor there from the Renault driver. James going over the anti-cuts there. He was having such a good race and is out. Raymond Stavelink pits once again from the lead, and Dominic Kronsky follows him behind. Ben Moran as well comes in a lap after those two. And this is Ben, just 6 laps to go, and he goes off there at the hairpin. Can he keep it out of the wall? And yes, he can just about, and flicks it around. That has allowed Dom to catch up quite a bit now. And so just a few laps to go, and Ben spins again. Ben seems to be really struggling on this last stint. Nobody was able to stop this man, as you can see that Aaron Smith following him behind. But nevertheless, it's Raymond Stavelink who takes an absolutely commanding victory. The biggest margin we've seen so far this season of 40 seconds. Incredible result from him, and there's Henry nearly running into the back of Adam. But yeah, 1-2 for Minardi. That's the first 1-2 of the season. Dominic rounds out the podium. And a fairly boring race, got to admit, but nevertheless, was a fun race here at the Nürburgring nonetheless. And after 30 laps of a snooze fest, Raymond Stavelink takes the victory here at the European Grand Prix, and it's a 1-2 for Minardi and a 1-2 for the Dutchman. And they'll be very, very happy with that in terms of Constructors' Championship points. And Dominic there on the podium. But Ben Moran increases his championship lead now to 15 points over Aaron Smith. Aaron's really going to have to step it up if he wants to fight back. And Tim, not really been anywhere these last few rounds. And Dominic also picks up crucial points. But in the Constructors, it's a change in lead. Minardi head the way now as we head into France for next week. And it's still close between the BAR and Minardi teams at the top, as Ferrari move ahead of Jordan as well. But anyway, that was a fun race. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week for France.